It was 10 seconds of just disaster, you know what I mean? You step outside and look like bombs blew up.
10 seconds. That's all it took to create this devastation, leaving so many people without power and others without a place to call home in Jefferson City. Now, if you want to help our neighbors out to the west rebuild and recover, you could text Red Cross to 9099 to make a $10 donation right now.
And with a look at just how much help these folks really need, our Abby Larico is back in Jefferson City this morning. And Abby, you've been covering this for about 24 hours now. What are things looking like this morning?
Well, it's been a long day since the sun first came up and we got our first real look at the damage here, but there's still so much to see and hear because I can actually hear off in the distance some smoke alarms or some kind of house alarm still going off, chirping in the distance there. You can't hear it on the microphone here, but it's just showing how in a lot of ways this is still really fresh. And there's always something new to see when you're walking down the streets here. I mean, you hear about roofs being ripped off from buildings. Well, look, this is a roof fully lifted up from a building right here, just sitting across the sidewalk. And it's just more devastation every time you go down a different street here in Jefferson City. But here's the thing, despite how bad it really looks, they are actually making some progress in some parts. People here are wasting very little time trying to start the rebuilding and recovery, wasting no daylight hours, because immediately after the storm passed, once the sun came up, we started to see people get to work. They were bringing boards out, trying to board up some of the holes left in walls and windows, cleaning up debris from streets and sidewalks, some helping their neighbors pack up for shelter. Now, sometimes it can be a pleasant surprise after this kind of devastation when you see the humanity and kindness of neighbors coming together. Well, these are neighbors who really never expected to go through something like this together.
Here we are. They said that that's a false sense of security on the news. The meteorologist was saying that tornadoes can touch down anywhere. We've just been very lucky that we haven't had one in a long time. So I just think a lot of people here in Jefferson City think we don't get tornadoes.
Now, as the sun comes up here this morning, the curfew issued for the city of Jefferson City has also been lifted to protect homes that are, if they're not boarded up yet, they have a lot of exposed windows, doors, places for people to get in. So it's to protect properties and make sure people are staying safe through this. The mayor could extend that throughout the nights for the next several nights through into the weekend. We know that Governor Parson has been on the ground here in the capital city, and Senator Josh Hawley is expected to be in town over the weekend as well.